Hi guys. Hello.
How are you?
Hayley?
I'm fantastic. It's great to be with you both.
Yeah, great to see you.
I
love it. The show's expanding. It's fabulous. It's so good. Go
It'll be like the Brady Bunch.
What are you saying?
Looking down and up and across. Yeah.
Expanding. Oh, don't worry. I'm just glad that it cuts us off here too. Don't worry, Scott.
Yeah, I know. I've got track pants on under there. No one needs to see how they're bleached and everything from cleanings. Nobody needs to see it.
That's the beauty of it. Party up top.
Exactly. You were off too. You were off on this big holiday last time we spoke. We were heading to Tamworth and then heading off on a big trip. How was it?
Yes, you are correct. Oh my gosh, I should have sent you some photos to share with everybody. It was absolutely incredible. First we went to South America and we went to a friend's wedding in Brazil, which was just amazing. And I watched the Golden Guitar Awards after the wedding. Tuned in at about 6 a.m. or something in Brazil time, and to watch the Golden Guitar Awards. And then off we went to Antarctica for an amazing cruise for both of our 40th birthdays. Yep, I'm giving my birthday away. And it was once in a lifetime, just incredible experience. Just seeing all of this wildlife. I really did feel like I was in a David Attenborough documentary. It was just incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, really
beautiful. How do you get to Antarctica? Do you fly or do you go across from South America?
So from South America, you go by boat. Yeah, so ship. Wow. So we went on a French cruise line, and it went across to the Falkland Islands, and then to another small island, South Georgia Island, and that's where like a lot of the really beautiful wildlife, the penguins and the little baby fur seals and elephant seals, and it was just all of the beautiful birds of that region. And then we went down to the Antarctic Peninsula and then back up again, and that was a very sad day leaving there.
Awesome.
How long does it take to get there then?
Oh, it was a 16-day cruise, so all around. There was sort of a couple of days at each sort of stop. And it was just traveling. So Kaz has seen the pics. Awesome. I tried to share as much as I could.
There's lots of people coming in. Jane said to say hello as well.
Hi guys. Hey Jane.
There's lots of people coughing in. I'm sorry, Scott, that's your job today. I'm just clicking away because it's habit.
That's okay.
My fingers a break. So was that probably one of your first trips that's not been for music for a while? Because you are traveling all the time, but it's for work.
You know what? Two trips banked up together with each other, which was not really back to back, but last year we also went to Iceland. So we kind of had these two freezing cold holidays, pretty close together. They weren't meant to be that close together, but of course with the lockdowns and everything, everything kept getting moved and shuffled, and it ended up being that way. But it was probably people say, oh, what's your big holiday next? I'm like, well, I'm just traveling around the country playing music. That's my next holiday. Got to make some more pennies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hayley said, what an amazing trip.
Yeah, it really was incredible. I'll never forget it. And just one of those wonderful opportunities that, I think to be able to be in the seventh continent, and just to see that, nature in its just untouched form was just so incredible and inspiring. And I've promised them all I'm going to write a song about it. So look out, everybody. But I haven't written it yet. Trying to work out how to weave country music and Antarctica in together. We don't see many penguins in the country, but
we get the fairy penguins. Do you guys get those?
That's true. Yeah, I think they're in Manly. Actually, in Sydney, I think you can see the little fairy penguins if you're there at the right time. But very cute.
So cute. That's so exciting, though. It's so lovely to hear something fun come out of these last few years. At least we're finally all getting to get out there and enjoy life again.
It's very true. It was pretty tough for a couple of years there, and I'm so grateful that people stayed in touch and we were able to do things like this, and things like this started where we could all keep in touch online, and obviously launched my album online and all that sort of thing as well. So that was really, really cool to be able to do that. But it's great to actually be able to travel again.
I mean, speaking of that, I mean, during COVID, you've done some amazing lives from your fully fledged studio at home there by the looks of it.
Yes. Thank you.
They were great.
Did you have that set up before COVID? Did you have this all set up and ready?
I did have it set up, but I had barely used it. I'd barely touched, a lot of the things. Certainly I had this studio mic that I really just did demos in with. I didn't really know how to set it all up properly. So I had to sort of learn how to do that. And so all the vocals on my album were recorded on that little microphone there in the cupboard that's just behind that outfit there. Put some foam on the walls around me and off we went. So it's, I think that was we've got to take the silver lining from the experience, and that really was it. So, and all the new music that I'm creating now we're doing it the same way, because it really worked so beautifully to be in, as you say, in your pajamas.
Good thing.
And now every time you listen to all those songs, you're going to be going, I was in those pajamas that day.
I know. That's right. Exactly right. That's it. And just the freedom to be able to go, okay, I've done a few takes and, just not really feeling it today. I'm just going to go for a walk and come back and do it again, and not have to inconvenience, producers and everybody else that's sitting around waiting, going, come on, we need to get 3 songs done in the next hour or 2 hours. So you're just totally free. So, Oh, thanks, Jonathan.
I love that too, Jonathan. Nice.
Thanks, Faye. I do love these little hats. I've got a couple, but this is my favorite little one.
I like it. Now, you didn't stop for much when you got back, like you've just jumped straight back into music. How has it all been going? Because you started off this year with a pretty big bang, a nomination for the GGs and this big trip, and now back into new music. How's all the music going?
Oh, look, it's been amazing, and I've had a whole bunch of festivals and things as well, so it's been really, really good. But I've actually got a couple of quieter months coming up where I'm going to be doing some more writing, and I spent sort of the last part of last year doing a whole lot of songwriting and demoing songs, and I'm just taking my time with it. I think I was with a record label for the last few years, and it was kind of like get all the songs ready and then we start releasing them. Whereas now I'm just thinking, when I have a song that I really love, I'll release it, so that's what I've been doing. And Bring It On kind of was for me, particularly going out and becoming independent again, and going, I left the label that I was with, and I'm just going through a distributor now, which it's just a lot more freeing, and I feel like I have, a lot more artistic control, but also business. I can look at the business decisions that we're making, and at the end of the day, I'm the one that invests the most amount of money and time and energy and everything into my career anyway. So it sort of made sense for me to go this way. And I'm just really excited about it. It gives you I guess, new sense of satisfaction when things go well, or, you get a win. It's kind of like, oh, this is cool. It's working, it's happening. So I've been enjoying the process.
Yeah, I love to hear that. I love that people are so happy, and that freedom, I think, for an artist must be just an amazing feeling, especially if you've had a moment where you haven't had quite as much freedom. Like going back to that must just be so freeing and nice.
It's just empowering knowing that, I think, one of the first things that when I started out as an artist years ago, when I came off Australian Idol and all this sort of stuff, everyone was like, don't sign a record deal, keep your masters, don't sign away your masters, make sure you maintain creative control and da-da-da. And it's one of those things that, you sort of go along in your career, and you can be sort of swept up in the hype of it all, and it's like, oh, maybe I do need a record deal, maybe I do need all these things. And it's like, well, at the end of the day, what you actually need is good music and a connection with people and and that's really people that are going to be interested in it, and that's so. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of machinations and workings that go on behind the scenes and all that sort of stuff. But I've done it in the past, and it's more work for me, but it's okay. I'm used to wearing lots of hats.
More satisfying,
yeah, it is, Scott. It really is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's
been great.
Well done. Now the film clip, to bring it on, I can't believe how quick you guys have done this. Like I was watching your post and that, and you were going into record next thing that's out and ready. I'm like, how did that happen? Don't blink, because
I know.
Quick.
Yeah, it was really, really quick, and actually, it's funny. It's like the first time that I've ever had a music video finish before the song's actually released. Every other time I've released a song and then I've scrambled to kind of get a video produced, and then it's sort of out a month later or what have you, which is kind of cool because it keeps the song alive a little bit longer and gives a whole new meaning. But I just thought this time, hey, you know what? I've got a free 3 hours on a Wednesday night. JCini, what are you doing? so off we went, and it was just came together really, really quickly, and I had the concept in my mind of what I wanted the video to be about, which was I wanted this sort of, firstly, I thought I was going to be boxing in it, but my husband was like, come on, give me a couple of jabs. And I'm in the lounge room going, and he's like, yeah, I don't think you're very convincing. I think it might be a little bit more professional if you get somebody that actually knows how to box. And I'm like, hey, I can do it. It's like, maybe this one you just need to leave it to the professionals, Hayley. I'm like, all right. So then we're thinking, oh, do I find an actor that sort of knows a bit of boxing, or do I have to try to find an actor? So I'm talking to Jay, and he said, guess what? I know a professional boxer. And I said, is it a female though? Because I want her to be my fighting spirit, Yeah. And he's like, yeah, she's like a number 11 in the world boxing champion. And I was like, she's my girl. She's my girl. Yeah. So
as I was saying before, I mean, I would imagine Jason's black book is this thick.
Yeah.
With all his contacts. He's an amazing guy, and I would imagine he knows a lot of people.
Yeah, he does, and he's just so generous with his time. And I've worked with people in the past, and it's kind of like you get 3 revisions and you get this, but he's just he's always been so willing to I'll send him a script and I'll send him all these video ideas and photos of these are the colors that I want, and this is and he's like, yeah, great, got it, and he's sort of like, oh my gosh, most people are like, oh, leave the creative stuff to me, but that's part of the excitement to me is like building on the song with a visual element. I love that part of it. Yeah, I think so. Some people leave it up to videographers and stuff to do that, and that's that's fine if they're like, I'm just a musician, I just want to create the music, and but for me it's like it's a whole it's the other side of the story. It's making it come to life. So I love working with him because nothing's ever too hard for Jay. He's always like, I love working with you because they're always drama-filled music videos. It's never anything boring. It's always like some sort of challenge. Yeah. Well, the last one we did was
no pressure.
Great vision.
Yeah, exactly. The one that we did for Shake My Bones was like, my inspiration.
Fantastic song. What was your inspiration for that song?
Well, actually, it came from a few places, really, to be honest. I remember talking with the lady that I wrote it with, Joni Deloria, and we were just talking about how in life we've both had experiences where, we've wanted to go out and we've wanted to do something, whatever that is, and we've had people say, oh, really? You've do you think that's really a good idea? Or, oh, you're a bit old for that, aren't you? Or, you had your chance on Idol, it didn't happen for you. Aren't you sick of just to go, aren't you going to just, isn't it just all a bit hard? Like, when are you going to, get a real job and all this kind of stuff?
When it's getting hard is when it's got to keep going. That's when you
see, you get it. But a lot of people, well, some people in this world don't have that same attitude, you know. And I was surrounded by people like that at a point in my life. In particular, I was in a relationship with somebody that was, you know, really didn't want me to do it, and just, you know, it was a constant battle to keep fighting for what I knew I wanted to do this, and that someday, somewhere, things were going to fall into place for me, and I was going to be able to do this as a career. But it's a long, that was 20 years ago, you know, that was 20 years ago or something. So it is a long slog, but I wouldn't change it I wouldn't swap it for anything, you know. And I've done other jobs, and I've, you know, people have said, I can't get a real job. Oh, fine. All right, maybe I'll just do that then. And so off I've gone and done my consulting jobs and got my degree and went and worked for a bank for a few years, and I was good at it, and it was fine. But the joy that you get from doing something that you're so passionate about, that comes from inside of you, is, you know, you just can't compare that to working for someone else, and like, unless that's what you're really passionate about, and then go for it. But for me, I knew that there was something else that I was here to do, and life is so short, you know. We've got this limited time to do this, to live out whatever our, you know, dreams are. And before you know it, you blink and you're 40. Before you know it, you blink and you know, whatever. And time just goes anyway. So you may as well spend it doing the things that you love. And so this song was basically out of all of that. Just, you know, there's going to be people that are negative. There's going to be people that say, oh, you're not good enough, or you don't fall into this bucket. And I've had that all through my life, because I've not been enough this or not been enough of that, or, you know. But I think as long as you're true to yourself and you go, well, okay, well, I'm just going to keep going anyway. So bring it on. Keep that coming, because you're just going to add fuel. It's like you're throwing another log on my fire, and I'm just going to burn bigger and brighter, and you know, hopefully I'll prove you wrong. And if I don't, then I'll die trying.
Exactly.
Thank God this is the direction you took, because we've got a fantastic singer and a great career ahead of you.
Absolutely. Rod, did you see Rod's comment? He said he's so glad that you did keep going.
Oh, love it, Rod. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. I've got wonderful people around me now that are really, my beautiful husband, so encouraging, and I couldn't do so much of it without him. He drives me around the countryside, leaves work and comes back, picks up the van, drives us to the gig, sets up the merch, helps the band set up, drives us home. You know, like, it takes, you know, a lot of people to make it all happen. But you know, that's part of the fun. That's part of our fun in our life. Oh, Viviana's joined us. This is our boxer. Hi, Viv.
Excellent.
That was so lovely to see you in the video. Was that her first film clip type?
Viviana, you can answer that one. I don't know if that was your first music video. I think it might have been. Hola. I think it might have been, actually. She's had lots of videos of her boxing and things before, but I think her turning up to the studio that day was she hadn't even heard the song when we started recording, and I was going, you're going to be this, and you're going to come in here, and you're going to do this. And she's like, right, okay, right. And then afterwards she heard me singing my parts and came out and was like, oh. I was like, Jay, you didn't play the song. He's like, she knows what she's doing. It's all good.
No pressure.
You've heard it now, though.
Welcome to country music, because that's how we roll. We just throw people in the deep end every time.
Just be good. Just exactly. No, she was fabulous. But then I actually, on release day, which was last Friday, I went up to Brisbane. It was her. She had a big fight, and it was the release day of the song. And I actually went oh, Chris, let's do it. Let's just fly up there and be part of her special night. She invited me. So I sang in the middle of the boxing ring as she was coming out. She was the main draw card on the night. And, normally they just play the song or what have you as the person walks out. And we were like, no, let's make this big. So out I came and sang the song. And it was such an awesome feeling. Yeah, it was really good. And she won.
I was going to say, did she win?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Two belts that night.
Wow.
So 2 titles.
Go any better.
That is so good. Well, welcome to Country Music, and I hope she gets to make the next festival with us.
Yeah, exactly. She's already been saying, when can I come to the next, where's your next festival that I can come to?
Yes.
So just got to get some more shows happening now around New South Wales.
Yes. We've got all the names, don't worry. Now, Scott prepared, well, actually, Scott has got a little bit of footage from your mum's birthday of you singing.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
We'll get a little taste of the new song.
Do you mind if we play a little song?
I'd love you to.
So fun.
It was really fun. I'd been promising her a house party or house concert for, so long. And I saw the dates in the calendar. And I thought, I'm just going to block those ones out. And then it all sort of happened to align with when the single was coming out as well. And so it was really lovely I talked my guitarist down and we set up and all of her friends came and we played a whole lot of songs. But they were very, it was wonderful to be able to bring it on live it was the second time. First time just acoustically with Sammy. And it was great. Really good. Right. Good vibe.
We might have a little look at it now, hey?
We
awesome.
Will. Okay. Enjoy.
See you soon.
All my life I've been a fighter, unapologetically me a survivor. I've been strong, and I own when I'm wrong. Baby, I'll bruise, but I'll never break. And underestimate me, be with bigger mistakes. Be wise, think twice. You couldn't hurt me if you tried. Bring it on, be my guest. Yeah, that's when I'm at my best. No, you ain't the first to try to tear me down. I'm no fool, I won't fall when my back's against the wall. You can't count my scars, don't ever count me out. No, I ain't giving up without a good fight. So if you wanna take a shot, better get in line. Gloves off, no holding back now. Ain't gonna quit what I was born to do. 'Cause I fought a couple demons that was bigger than you. I'll win again. So if you wanna meet me in the rain, bring it on, be my guest. Yeah, that's when I'm at my best. No, you ain't the first to try to tear me down. I'm no fool, I won't fall when my back's against the wall. You can't count my scars, but don't ever count me out. When you think I'm on the ropes, there's something you should know. You can do your worst, but I won't bend. 'Cause when push it comes to shove, and you think I'm giving up, I'll show you what I'm made of in the end. Bring it on, be my guest. Yeah, that's when I'm at my best. No, you ain't the first to try to tear me down. Now I'm no fool, I won't fall when my back's against the wall. You can't count my scars, don't ever count me out. So you can't count my scars, don't ever count me out. No. Very much. Second time ever singing it live.
How good is that? And how good is it
That
to
voice.
keep clapping live?
You sure that was live?
Yeah.
So good.
There are a few funny little notes in there. No. Oh, thank you very much, guys. I really
You're
appreciate that. Yeah.
Sensational.
Now, we have
Thank
got in the top of the links, before we forget to, if you go back up to the top, Hayley's clip, the link to her film clip is there. If you haven't already seen it, which I reckon most of you have, make sure when we finish here, you do go and have a look, because it's great. It's lots of fun. It's so well done. And I love the costume, all the costume changes.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got one hanging there behind me. I do. It is a big fun part of the videos for me is getting dressed up and just.
When I was watching I was watching all the different outfits. I'm like, gosh, he did so well to get all those changes in, because that's hard and time consuming by the time you do it, then change and
yes,
do it again. And then do it again.
I know. Yeah,
a lot of effort.
Yeah,
It
was pretty crazy. Oh,
so
yeah.
How do they do it?
Look, it's all part of the fun, and there's lots of quick changeovers and tricks and things to get ready really quickly. And I watched it afterwards. I thought, I should have changed my hair a little bit. I should have done this. I should have done that. But in the end, it is what it is, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Jay did a fabulous job, and I think the story comes through, and so that's the main thing.
Before we finish up tonight, I know that we've been talking for so long. Sorry. I'm
a jibber jabber. That's why.
It's okay. It's part of being on the show. We have to be talkers. There's a fly. Yes. I wasn't waving at nothing. There was a fly there. Tell us where we can see you play, because you were saying you've got a bit of a little bit of time ahead. So
well, this weekend I'm actually headed off to a rehearsal straight after this. This weekend we're headlining the Charters Towers Country Music Festival, which is going to be amazing. So we're flying up there on Saturday, and the next one is Gympie Muster, and then we've got which will be my first ever Gympie Muster. So I'm really excited. Yeah,
we'll see you there.
And then woohoo! See you there, guys. Great Cattle Dog Muster in Muswellbrook. That's the second. They just invited me back for that. Texas Queensland Country Music Festival.
Really I can't believe that time is already here. Texas is. I
know. And then Lights on the Hill once again. And a little birdie has told me that we might have a special international guest coming for that one, but I can't say any more about it. But look out for the news. And then, of course, we got Cruising Country, my first ever Cruising Country as well. So I'm just stoked for that one. Yeah.
Kayleen just popped in the comments that she'll be there for Cruising Country.
We'll see you there. Can't wait.
Please take photos for us, Kayleen. We want to see them.
Yeah, excellent.
My goodness. Yep. One day I'll get on the Cruising Country. One day.
I know. It is one of those things, isn't it? It's another one of those dream gigs for me. So as soon as I saw the first lineup come out, I thought, I wonder who I can get in touch with to try to get on there, and off the emails went. So we made it happen, which is fabulous. But Patrick, I think, are coming out from Canada, who I did the duet Flirting with for Cruising Country too, which will be really cool. And in between all those, I'm going to be doing some acoustic shows. I'm just been in the middle of lining those up because I don't like downtime. So
idle hands.
Too much to do.
Yeah,
we don't have time for downtime anymore.
That's it. No.
Lucky we rested in COVID because we needed.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No.
Well,
so
everybody,
socials and so forth. Where can we find you on socials?
Yeah. Hayley Jensen everywhere. So across all I think I'm everywhere, maybe except for Snapchat. Sorry. Kind of missed
I'll put this overlay up now.
We're on Snapchat, but I don't think that any of us have been on there very much lately.
No.
Another thing that you've got to log into.
Exactly. So I am on TikTok. I'm trying to get more onto TikTok, Facebook. Mainly on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, TikTok. And you can hear my music on all the platforms, YouTube, what have you. And as you can see on the screen, I have a special group for my favorite people called Hayley's
Magnificent group, I might say.
I love these people. Yeah, they're my favorite people in the world. So if you like my music, and please come and join the group, because it's just such a beautiful, supportive, wonderful community. And that's what it's all about, is being there for and with each other, and enjoying all of the music and things that go along with it. So
well, we love it, and there's lots of people telling us that they're in there, which is so good. I love it. It's one of the best places to be. It's lots of fun, and being around people that love the same thing that you do, music wise. lovely and special. And Australia do it really well here. Fan club.
I love it because people catch little videos and things from shows that I haven't caught or haven't shared, and then they share them, and it's great because people that weren't able to be there or what have you, you know, in a different state are able to kind of feel like they were there and part of it, and it's a really nice place to be able to share all the things. So
well, we have to wrap this up because we've got another show in 5 minutes.
I know. Sorry. That's it. Exactly. Sorry, boys. I'm going to be late.
We were talking. That's all right.
Yeah.
We love
us. Exactly.
But thank you so much for coming back to chat to us again. We love having you on the show, and
I've
love
loved
seeing
it.
you do so much in your music and having fun. It's good.
Thanks, guys. I really
awesome
appreciate your support. Yeah, thanks, Scott. It's been a while since I've seen you in person, so lovely to see your face. And yes, can't wait
Groundwater,
to.
I think, was the last time, but we'll see it.
My gosh, that seems like it wasn't that far away, but it was. Like we're already 5 months in, nearly.
I know they started. I think I've just put my application in again, but you know we'll see how we go. It's usually
crazy. The applications are out already for
a whole lot of them. Gippsland and
they're
all happening again.
I've got like Tamworth accommodation book sending me messages going, you have to book because we're nearly out, and I'm like, but we've just
April, we've got to start thinking about Tamworth already.
I know, what's going on?
Oh well, it's all good. It's exciting. It's great to have all the live music back again and be able to get out and see people in person and share the music and the stories and good times together. So hey, thank you guys so much for having me part of your show. It's been a real pleasure and appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, thank you everybody. Stay tuned because we will be back in a few minutes with Nathan as well. So thank you, Hayley. Have a great time at her.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Okay. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.